Good afternoon. This is Purdue University Jazz Lab Band #1. This is Jazz Lab Band #1. We start off with a competition entitled Sedentary Motion by a great trombonist again, Mr. Tom Garland. You heard from, on the tenor saxophone, Reed Schrock. Reed Schrock on the tenor saxophone. Joseph Gunn on the trumpet. And right now, I'd like to take this short, brief moment to acknowledge graduating seniors in this band. We have to do my clumsiness with technology here. Jacob Coffey on the bass. Let's give him a round of applause, graduate. And on the bass trombone, a round of applause for Chad Madalena. Our graduating seniors. And while we're at it, I'd like to recognize the person, again in the band, who has been extreme help this semester. Just like in the last 30, this young man has always been a person who I will ask to do things that are above and beyond what's really required when we talk about rehearsals in class and whatnot. Sometimes it's like, I need you to show up to this particular place to play because nobody's here and we need you to be here. And for example, this happened like yesterday. And so I have so much decided that our VIP player for Jazz Lab 1, let's give a round of applause for Benjamin Lamb on the drums. We're going to continue on with the piece. We're going to continue on with the piece by a great composer and arranger who has just kind of really, in my eyes, come on the scene. I never heard of this young lady until January when I was directing at the Illinois All-State Band, and I heard another band play a chart of hers, and I started to look up who is this person, Annie Booth. And it turns out she is a wonderful composer and arranger. She's on faculty at the University of Denver in Colorado. And she has started a publishing label that features all women composers. And so we have, if you've been to our concerts, our last concert that we had over at Lower Playhouse, you would have heard the Purdue Jazz Band play one of her arrangements. And we're going to play a song of hers entitled Cactus Blossom. This is going to be our take on Mike Tamiro's composition, La Gramosa. Thank you all so very much. Again, we are Purdue Jazz Lab Band #1. There's more great music to come, so I'm sure you're going to want to keep those seats warm and stay here. So, thank you very much. This is La Gramosa. Mark Willis on the alto saxophone. Joe Bell on the trumpet. The Virginia University Jazz Lab Band, number 1. Riley Frick, Anika Garg on the vocals, over there waiting from the side. Purdue Jazz Lab Band, number 1. Lots of great music left to come. We've got more wonderful music. Please stick and stay.